Hello everyone and welcome to the Starseed Dragon channel. We are doing a review today of the Heavenly Bodies Astrology. The deck includes, it's a deck and a little guidebook. This is a tarot deck and it says, use the deck and little guidebook in 3 ways. Learn, study the beautiful cards, and deepen your understanding of astrology. Decode, become your own astrologer by creating visual spreads of any astrological placement from your cosmic blueprint. And communicate. Use the deck as an oracle to communicate with angels and spirit guides. Large keepsake box, hand illustrated 144-page guidebook, and 51 soulful hand illustrated astrology cards in 2-piece box. Okay, so I took the wrapper off already. This is by Lily Ashwell. So let's get this going. Oh, you know how we love the magnetized boxes. Heaven is under our feet as well as over our heads. Henry David Thoreau. Oh, it's a hardcover book. That's nice. Well, this is neat. We've got the planets, the signs of the zodiac, the houses, the major aspects, the notes of destiny, to learn, the deck, to decode, the deck, to communicate, the deck. Okay. Then we've got spreads. Here you are with the deck. Look, it's got a little place marker. Isn't that beautiful? Let's see what's at the end here. Oh, so we got notes at the end. We've got notes. That's a nice book. It's a hardcover. Interesting. And then here we are with the box of cards. To see a world in a grain of sand and a heaven in a wildflower. To hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. William Blake, 1803. Well, these are beautiful cards. What does it say in here? Heaven through earth and spirit through body. Beautiful. So let me just measure these cards. They're a matte finish, no gilding. They're very pastel. So let's get our handy dandy tape measure out as I drop stuff. So we have about 5.5 inches or 13 centimeters approximately by a little over 3 inches or 8 centimeters. And let's get through this. Let's see. Okay. Handy dandy little place marker. Our first card, the Sun. Self-express and embody truth. The Sun is a symbol for life itself. Your heavenly soul was born into a mortal body and given a physical form to experience the truth of who you are. Just as your human identity is an expression of your soul, life on earth is an embodiment of the heavens, and the Sun represents the birthright of all living things to self-express. Key words. Energetics, synchronicity, self-expression, identity, vitality, what needs to radiate and shine. Father. Experiences. Embody your truth, the person you were born to be. Joy, your experience of masculine energy. I'm not going to read the omens. Maybe I will. I'll read the omen. Enhance your self-expression by embracing the quirks that make you, you. Perhaps you have gone down the very normal, very human rabbit hole of comparing yourself to others. Maybe you have felt some envy or some shame, like you aren't who you are supposed to be. You're being reminded that who you are is exactly right. Your loving guides and angels see you in your entirety. They love you unconditionally and cheer you on as you increase your light. They say, the more you step into your truth, the more powerful your creative potential and the more connected you will feel to your life as a whole. So, can you work on aligning your physical self with the truth of your spirit? The Sun is most brilliant as an expression of the Moon. Remember, every being in truth brings their own unique offering to the collective tapestry. Every individual life matters in the complex web of existence. Allow yourself to step deeper into your authenticity. Radiate, shine, and be seen. You are a gift. Okay, well, I think I'll just read the omens going forward, because that's the description part that we need to see, right? The Moon, Omen. Have you been pushing yourself too hard? Let's see. Satisfy your emotional needs, nurture self and others. Have you been pushing yourself too hard? Your angels remind you periods of rest, of simply being, are not only allowed but vital for the alignment of your self and spirit. Where do you feel most at peace? Whether it's a cocoon in your home or a loving place in nature, nest and connect with your sanctuary. Sink into your layers within, with nowhere to go, no one to be. Quiet your mind through meditation, a gentle walk, or journaling. What feelings, wishes, and memories float beneath the surface? Greet and explore everything you find, pushing nothing aside. In the midst of these hazy waters, notice your eternal presence, the one who watches anchored beneath the sea. Know this presence as your unshakable truth, your mother within, your boundless soul. Learn her language, your intuition, and honor her above all else. Beautiful. Mercury. Think, learn, network, and communicate. Okay, Omen. Lift out of your emotional body and connect with the intelligence of your rational mind. Your emotional world is a verdant and beautiful landscape. It's your greatest teacher, but every so often hover above it and elevate your perspective. In stillness, you're reminded feelings do not define you. Practice removing your emotional filter from critical thinking and problem solving. Hone your abilities to see things as they truly are and think methodically. The clearer you get, the wiser your decision making, and the more open your mind for spiritual guidance, channeling, and psychic downloads. Interesting. Venus, give and receive love. Find value and see beauty. Omen, your angels envelop you with the energy of love. This is a time to prioritize pleasure by indulging in your favorite self-care. Soak in a candlelit bath or gift yourself flowers. Decorate and cherish your beautiful body and surround yourself with things that awaken divine feminine energy. Honor yourself as you would a loved one. Revel in your talents by giving them time and attention. Allow yourself moments of beauty, whatever that means to you. Recognize what makes you feel loved and valued and share this truth with those around you. If you are in partnership, this will deepen your connection. And if you're seeking partnership, honoring Venus will attract your perfect mate. Ooh. Mars, move forward and defend self. Omen, harness your inner soldier and accomplish something today. Chip away at a small nagging item on your to-do list or begin a longer project. Perhaps you've been swimming with ideas and inspiration, not knowing where to begin. Streamline your attention and take one assertive step toward your dream reality. This energy may also come as a sign to slow down and reevaluate what it is you're working toward. Have you been soldiering on, unclear of what you're fighting for? With tunnel vision, your goal may be a mirage after all. What are your true desires? You have divine support in bringing them to life, but the power is yours to begin. Saturn, feel restricted, experience struggle, learn hard work and patience. Omen, where in your life do you feel a faded sense of lack? Where in yourself do you feel deeply insecure or inadequate? Your guides know the tender nature of these questions and remind you the truth of your soul is innately whole and unconditionally worthy. Yet here on earth, human brokenness so easily hardens into shame. Can you shift your perspective and see any broken pieces as potential opportunities for growth? These fractures are perfectly designed by the all-loving universe, encoded with the medicine you need. Call on courage and commit to a healing path. Start by shining a light on the darkness within. What does it look like? Where does it come from? What do you see? This is the work your soul came here for, and alchemy is your birthright. Jupiter, grow and expand. Is there a foreign subject, spiritual practice, or philosophical book you're called to? Have you considered a trip to a far-off land? Now is the time to broaden your perspective and grow beyond your current reality. This is a time to open your mind and explore new things, especially your personal philosophy and sense of faith. Step outside of your comfort zone in small ways every day. Remain curious and seeking, allowing your perspective to shift with all you discover. Remember, expansion is not only something to seek, but something to invite. These are really nice cards. They're thick, but not too thick. They're nice. I like them. Uranus. Radically change. Uranus, the Great Awakener, says, open your mind to the realm of possibility. What do you dream of doing, and who might you become? This energy's got a kick, like an electric current. Nervous excitement and even anxiety may surface as you feel the pull toward that radical shift, that itch for change, the desire for freedom and liberation. What are you yearning to adjust? Be deeply honest about what's working and what's not. Be radically open to something new. This energy is about allowing yourself the freedom to take up you-sized space in the world, and the kicker is you're boundless. Oh, wow. Well, I'm just picking up two at a time consistently, aren't I? Are we all still in here? Okay. So here we are with Neptune, dream and transcend. The great dissolver reveals how thin the veil truly is between worlds. Reality is more psychedelic than your five senses allow you to believe. Your angels invite you to get lost in your imagination with the wonder of a child. With curiosity, explore energy, work, and spiritual modalities. Deepen your connection to the divine. Engage in acts of selfless service and feel your inner connectedness. The ethereal realms communicate through your subconscious, so honor your dreams and write them down before they're lost in daylight. Let their images and meanings percolate. Extract wisdom and inspiration from these experiences. They will support you in living more deeply. Beautiful. Pluto, transform. In the spirit of transformation, remove your armor. Connect with your naked essence. This energy comes to free you from the chains of identity and the story of who you think you are. Call on courage and face the sometimes painful truth of what's no longer serving you. Summon bravery and begin the process of letting go. Open to your boundless nature and allow this regenerative process to leave you cleansed and renewed. Your rebirth starts within and will surely echo outward. Beautiful. Chiron, hurt and heal. What is your great spiritual inquiry? Can you identify a common thread between the situations that have caused you the most anguish? Do you have an unamiable, dooming trait within that you consider your fatal flaw? With self-compassion, explore your shame, and once you do, practice owning it and even loving it. When shame releases its hold, you're left gloriously whole, perfectly imperfect, radiant, and wise. You soar above your pain and develop self-acceptance and empathy for others. What's more, wearing your bumps and bruises with pride invites others to do the same. When you're at peace with yourself, your gaze softens. How healing it is for another to be seen in their entirety. You become a healing force, and your wound is your superpower. Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. Are you feeling stagnant in any area of your life, or more broadly, a bit immobilized in general? Perhaps you're craving change, but don't know where to begin. Or you're daydreaming of something you want but haven't taken the first step towards it. Whether you've been frozen by a disempowering inner voice, have felt overwhelmed by options, or quite simply been scared or even lazy, it's time to make a move. Your guides ask you to listen to your gut instinct, make a decision, jump in wholeheartedly, and leave fear behind. Don't worry so much about making mistakes. Life is a creative force and, in some ways, made in the mistakes. Work with this energy until you find your alignment, and even then, welcome movement. Change is good. Change is good. Taurus. Trust, patience, and sensuality. Perhaps you've been feeling out of alignment or fearful. Be patient and trust in your process of becoming. Sink deeply into each moment, even if you find yourself in trying times. Feel your way into each forward step, always asking yourself what aligns and what doesn't. Your body is an instrument to connect to the wisdom of this movement. So honor your inner knowing through every sensory experience. Give your growth the gift of time. There's no rush. The blossomed rose lives within the bud. Beautiful. Gemini. Curiosity, intellect, and networking. There is beauty and freedom in lightening your connection to the earth. While you deepen connections and commitments are an important part of life, while your deep connections and commitments are an important part of life, there is also value in detachment. Where can you lighten up and stop taking things so seriously? Where can you step outside of your routine and infuse some versatility? Experiment with different ways of responding to life, approaching them as playful taste tests. Seek new experiences and light connections. Open your mind and welcome energetic movement. Play with letting life pass through you and not holding things so tightly. Cancer. Nurture, comfort, and protection. What makes you feel safe and cared for? Journey inward and listen to your needs, as you would a child you love very much. Free write in your journal, giving voice to your child within. Deeper than wants and wishes, at the root of the root. What is it you cry for? Where are you feeling empty, scared, powerless, or deprived? Consider ways to nurture and provide for your inner child and develop a focused daily self-care practice. Becoming your own mother means becoming your own healer. Beautiful. Leo. Self-confidence, loyalty, and creativity. Do you ever morph into an unnatural shape to fit in or to avoid taking up too much space? Your angels have come to say, you are perfect and lovable just as you are. A beautiful, unique soul. Authentic self-expression is your birthright. Recognize where you twist and shrink and allow yourself to express more freely. Live out loud and give energy to things that ignite genuine joy and passion within. Move away from relationships that dim your light. Wear your eccentricities with pride. Being true to yourself is a noble act, inspiring others to do the same. Virgo. Integrity, reverence, and service. In mythology, virgin energy means whole and complete. And similarly, Virgo, the Virgin Goddess, asks you to strip away the not you layers that clog your vessel. These may be unhealthy habits, toxic relationships, or damaging thought patterns. This cleansing force comes to guide your body, mind, and spirit back to its natural state of grace. This humble energy knows the most profound way to create change is through small, consistent actions. So, what are your daily embodied rituals? Are they in support of your higher self and ultimate purpose? Service your life so you may be of service to self, spirit, and others. Libra. Consideration, fairness, and harmony. Imagine a house where each room represents a significant part of your life. These rooms include, but are not limited to, self-care, work, passions, relationships, and exploration. Walk into each room, noticing how it feels. Which ones are vibrant, flooded in light? Do any feel dark, dusty, or empty? Are any outdated or in need of organization? Consider what you give to each room and what it gives to you in return. Your guides want every room to be somewhere you love spending time, where the energy you give matches the energy you receive. They want your house as a whole to feel balanced, supportive, and inspiring, and your life as a whole to be a true reflection of your soul. Beautiful. Scorpio. Intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. A rebirth isn't always loud. Powerful shifts are often subtle. Deep change radiates outwardly in time, but long before, magic happens quietly in the dark. This sacred process begins by going inward to explore dusty thoughts and habits. What's innately yours and what have you picked up along the way? What's relevant to who you are today? Examine the scaffolding of your life, relationships, work, belief systems, and see them for what they truly are. Hold your identity loosely, be it your concept of self or the structures that give you shape. Transformation isn't a line you cross, but a road you walk. Sagittarius. Optimism, exploration, and freedom. How do you navigate life? Do you typically respond emotionally or logically, passively or actively? Are you a bold mover or a safe player? Maybe a mix of it all. It's time to begin piloting from a broader, deeper belief system. You're being asked to develop a moral code, a personal creed, anything from a self-written sentence filled with integrity and expressing your values to a full-blown life philosophy. Develop an ethical umbrella unique to you to shape the lens through which you pilot your life. It will set you free and elevate your navigation skills. Okay. Capricorn. Ambition, realism, and methodical steps. Let me just make sure you're still in the camera. There you go. Okay. Ambition can easily become dogged, and you're being called to a softer, deeper way to manifest. Creation, after all, requires both masculine and feminine energy. So can you be diligent without pushing? Determined yet open. Focused while leaving space for the divine. This is where your efforts align with your soul and leave you feeling full. This is where you forsake fear and walk in trust, holding in outcomes particulars loosely and living with integrity, knowing the universe carries you in its loving currents. Beautiful. Aquarius, originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. Love it. You are the holder of a beautiful gift, meaning you have the potential to be of great service to your community or humanity at large. More than a skill or talent, there is a special quality you bring to this world. It's effortless and innately yours. You may be a deeply compassionate listener or a radical advocate against social injustice. Whatever it is, when you're in embodiment of your gift, you'll feel lit up because you're in alignment with your spirit. And by stepping into your authenticity, you help raise the collective. There is a perfect place for everyone. Hear, hear. Hear, hear. Pisces. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. Let your body fade into the atmosphere. For a moment, forget your name and your identity. Connect with your boundless soul. In this ancient place of oneness, you can find forgiveness for yourself and all earthly life, like you would a child. Try to live each day seeing the physical world as a sacred illusion, and see all human beings as spiritual creatures having a human experience. Forgive yourself and others. It's your path to freedom. Carry this softness with you while remembering you can invite someone into your heart without letting them into your house. Beautiful. House 1, individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Your self-image shapes how you see the path ahead and magically what the path provides. The unfolding of your life is a collaboration between you and the divine. The healthier your self-image, the more authentic your expression and the more magnetic you become. Do you see yourself as the perfectly imperfect miracle that you are? Or are there parts of yourself you can't accept, shameful corners which cause you to retreat? If you are physically out in the world but energetically shut down, your magnetism will be dulled. But similarly, if you are a natural homebody who nurtures a healthy sense of self, life will find you. Practice seeing yourself with gentle, compassionate, loving eyes. Feel pride in who you are and practice stepping into a more authentic version of self. As you align with this higher vibration, you'll discover the beauty and abundance the divine has been waiting to bring you. Okay. House 2. Physical security, possessions, material values, and self-worth. Material assets are necessary to survive and thrive, but at what point does this dependence become imbalanced? At what point does it become materialism? Perhaps you have placed too much value on material accumulation for fear you are not enough. You're being reminded that you are enough naked as you came. And the human body is your most valuable possession as your vessel to experience the physical plane. Your soul is the driver and your body, the car. More than that, your body loves you and wants to serve you. It's a gift and your friend to care for. Engage in extra self-care, healthful foods to nourish, and breath work and movement to inspire flow and release. Caring deeply for your physical form will not only enhance your life force, but also become a long-term practice in deepening your self-worth. House 3, early learning, childhood relations, the rational mind, and communication. Can you recall a time you felt scared to speak up or even silenced? Revisit this memory and with the wisdom and conviction of your highest self, tell the little you inside your voice matters. Someone may be a natural extrovert, speaking freely in front of many, while another may be more introverted, preferring one-on-one conversations and intimate settings. Whether it's loud and from the mountaintops or quiet on the pages of a journal, express yourself without inhibition. Get to know your voice and let yourself be heard. It's okay if it lands on deaf ears. It's okay if it isn't well received. It's okay to disappoint, disarm, or disillusion. What matters most is you let your voice be heard. Very true. House 4, cultural and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. Just take a sip of my coffee. Where is your little pocket in the world where you feel safe and secure? Connect with your soul home in the coming days and let your roots grow. Look upon it as a living, breathing being and visit like an old friend. If it's outdoors, connect with its essence by walking barefoot on its earth. Now is also a time to nurture your tribe. Consider the people whose mere existence helps you feel at home in this world. If possible, spend quality time with your humans. Share, listen, connect. Practice presence in these interactions, whether it's with a beloved place or person. Allow these connections to become a part of you and cultivate a sense of home within. Beautiful. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. Embrace all facets of the life you have lived. The mistakes, triumphs, gifts, and struggles. Can you tap into a sense of pride in the person you have become? Let the wondrous being that you are radiate and shine. This extroverted energy says, allow yourself to be seen by both yourself and others. In the coming days, find joyful ways to relish your humanness. If you're an artist, create. If you're an adventurer, explore. If you're a social butterfly, mingle. Find ways to laugh with abandon and feel free. What stokes a burning fire in your belly and fills your heart with a love of life? Prioritize simple fun. Engage with the world and enjoy your physicality. The expression of your authentic self is your highest offering. House 6, establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. Your ability to create, expand, love, and provide all depend on the foundation of your own well-being. Inspect the framework of your life and strengthen this place from which all things grow. Identify the people, places, and things to which you give your precious energy. When you give, are you replenished in return? Spend your energy wisely, as you would your hard-earned money. You don't have an endless supply, and there must be enough for self in your reservoir. Prioritize the supports you need to feel balanced, healthy, and whole. Solidify your base. Your life will open and your world will expand. Beautiful. House 7. Profound relationships, intimacy, and romantic partnerships. The people around you are your mirrors. What you see. Are they themselves healthy and living with integrity? Do they treat you with kindness and respect? This isn't about criticizing others. It's about assessing the exchanges between you and others. Are you participating in any dynamics where your integrity is compromised or where your energetic output is not being matched? If so, can you disengage? Some relationships endure the test of time and others come and go, but all can be teachers in your journey to knowing the depth of your worth. Beautiful. House 8. Transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacies. Can you imagine life is happening for you, not to you? You've been given perfect challenges to highlight the snags of your soul and perfect gifts to support your healing. Can you let every experience of pain or pleasure work through you? Can you absorb every encounter and then let it go? This means loving with an open palm, being open to loss, trusting the universe will carry you to your next chapter. The physical happenings of your life exist to deliver the medicine you need, and sometimes the healing comes in letting go. Surrender and deepen your connection to the spiritual nature of life. House 9, spiritual growth. Open your mind to new ways of being and seeing. Yes, this is a powerful time for foreign travel, but expanding your mind can be equally profound. Journey through the pages of a book and explore a new way of thinking. Learn about a different culture, spiritual practice, or belief system. With a curious spirit and open mind, seek adventure on the physical or mental plane. Allow these experiences to sink into the core of your being. Let them stretch and shift your perspective. This can become a time of profound awakening if you allow the lens through which you experience life to change and expand. Beautiful. House 10, structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. Persist toward your goal with ambition, discipline, and perseverance, but don't cling too tightly to the outcome. There must always be space for growth, change, and intuition. It's where the magic grows. It's in this space of gentle, hard work where your divine masculine flourishes. Build a noble structure surrounding your inner world. Let it be the scaffolding, the container for your divine feminine. This is how you manifest in the physical plane. House 11, friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Humans are meant to commune and collaborate, yet so often beings feel lonely, alien, and out of place. Consider the person you have grown into. What are your current passions and interests? What are your philosophical, spiritual, or humanitarian beliefs? Has your tribe evolved with you, or are you feeling misplaced? Begin sharing the lens through which you see life. Reveal who you are. The universe is working to bring like-minded friends into your life, but you need to express your beautiful truth so kindred spirits can find you. Interesting and accurate, I do believe. House 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Move away from sweeping statements like, I am happy, I am depressed, I am a success, I am a failure, he is good, he is bad, this is my life forever. Can you embrace yourself and the nature of all living things as multidimensional? You're free to take a completely different shape today than yesterday, and in this moment, you can be many things at once. Names and labels are useful but limiting. Identify with your soul more than your emotions, and your sense of self more than your identity. Conjunction, a union, merging and coming together. Merging and coming together. You have angelic support in deepening your sense of peace within. You are exactly where you are meant to be. Can you recognize every choice you've made and experience you've had as one tiny step toward this exact moment? Can you make peace with the past, forgive yourself and others, release resentment and regrets, and sprinkle a little grace on wherever you've been? Trusting your past will help you step into the present and face the future fearlessly with love and openness, and align you with your highest path. Remember, you are a dynamic, multifaceted being, not defined by any one accomplishment or failure, interest or belief, past experience or future dream. You are a brilliant, ever-changing, and indefinable culmination of it all. Embrace the beautiful person you are today through owning your full human story. Beautiful. Opposition, imbalance, a point of tension, and a power struggle. Two opposing forces who dance in harmony give birth to life. So can you nurture the challenging parts of yourself with the same commitment as you do your strengths? Can you approach the outside world with the same inclusivity? Look upon the faults of others as gently as your own by hardening into judgment in the face of opposition. You only block yourself. Can you soften judgment and let it become compassion? You will in turn find more compassion for yourself. Beautiful. Trine, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. Your angels are so proud of the work you've done to get here. You've kept your heart soft through obstacles and let divine lessons shape you. Now you are a more authentic expression of your heavenly soul, and you're entering a beautiful time of harmony. Instead of picking yourself apart and choosing pieces to express or suppress, can you embrace yourself as a brilliant whole? The more you connect to yourself in your entirety, the more you sync with the divine current that carries you. And as you surrender into this loving tide, life feels abundant, blessed, joyful, and perfectly aligned because it is. Well, that's gorgeous. Square, a challenging situation and a mountain to climb. You're being called to deepen your strength and perseverance through a challenge you face. Remain present through painful moments, asking, "What are you here to show me?" No shortcuts, no easy way out, no falling back into old familiar habits. You're being summoned to rise up. This challenge wouldn't be here if you weren't strong enough to face it. This perspective doesn't deny the discomfort you endure. It only asks you to look beyond it and consider how it can teach you. How can it change you? Practice seeing beyond the physical reality of all things. There is always some kind of nectar buried beneath the sludge. Use this realization to expand your trust in life, especially if you find yourself in trying times. I'm really digging this book. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments what you think of this deck so far. Sextile, a combination of tension and flow, potential and a rewarding situation. Clarify your intentions and move toward your dream wholeheartedly. But remember, an intention is a deeply rooted internal touchstone, not an external possession. It's your deeper purpose behind the thing you want. So, can you affirm your intention with prophetic specificity? Wow. While allowing the shape of what you want to shift? Can you remain laser focused while trusting the hard lines of your target to form the closer you move towards it? Shift your focus from external gains to the internal desires of your soul. You're supported more than ever in making your dreams come true, but first you must be crystal clear on what it is you truly want. Hold on to your knowing and move through life with unshakable integrity. Your reward is coming. It's already yours. You're just catching up with it. Beautiful. Earth. Persistence, patience, and practicality. The place is here, the time is now. What wisdom lives in this very moment? Refrain from plotting and planning and explore the subtle details of the present. Walk one foot in front of the next, connecting with every step. Sink deeper beneath the surface and see today as a creation of your spirit. What is the divine showing you through your present reality? There is a golden elixir braided into every moment. It's yours to be found through deep presence. Air. Open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. Spend time in your imagination and allow your mind to open. Welcome new and unusual thoughts and ideas. This is a powerful time to stargaze and visualize the future of your dreams. If you feel called, share your musings with another and follow the meandering trail of mental collaboration. As a more long-term practice, permit healthy detachment by zooming out from your day-to-day reality. Remain open. Keep learning and expanding with the breath of life. And never forget, every beautiful reality begins as a fantasy. Ooh, it does. Beautiful. Learn something new every day. Fire. Confidence, optimism, passion, and bravery. Make space for creativity and passion. Express freely without expectation. Through drawing, dancing, singing, or a deep belly laugh with a friend. No matter the means, bliss lights a fire in your belly and brings you to your heart space. Nurture this connection to your uplifting, life-giving energy within. Remember how it feels. Let it be your guiding light as you move through the world. Your most vibrant life stems from the heart, and you must practice joy to hear its rhythm. Very beautiful. Water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. Travel inward and tap into your emotional current. How are you feeling today? Be gentle and loving as you witness everything that bubbles up. Practice stillness within these waters. Kiss each wave, but allow all thoughts and feelings to wash over you. Practice swimming with your feelings. Sink in without fear and absorb their potent messages, knowing you may always untether yourself. You have access to an eternal stillness beneath the wave. Beautiful. Yin, intuition, trust, patience, spirituality, and receptivity. Allow space for stillness. Release any pressure to perform or express. Travel inward. Nurture your private world. Go for a gentle walk in nature. Sit for a warm cup of tea or take an afternoon nap. Anything that supports you in deep presence with self. You don't need to look outside of yourself for definition or validation. In this moment, marinate in this magical space where anything is possible. As a long-term practice, consider your balance between yin and yang, your spiritual life and physical life. Both vital energies ebb and flow within as two sides of creation. Do you feel a harmonious balance? Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. Venture into the light of day, speak your truth, and be seen. Now is the time to engage with the world. Begin a project take that leap of faith, share your ideas, birth your inner world into waking life. You have angelic support in manifesting the life of your dreams. As a long-term practice, consider your balance between yin and yang, your spiritual life and physical life. Both vital energies ebb and flow within as two sides of creation. Do you feel a harmonious balance? Beautiful. Cardinal, instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. It's time to forge a new path. Be bold and step outside of your comfort zone. Call on bravery to blossom. You're held by the unconditional love of your angels. This is relevant to any area, large or small, where you feel blocked or in need of a push. The change you seek begins with you, and even one small shift creates an echo. Beautiful. Fixed, stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability. Clarify your intentions and remain patient with your process of becoming. Move forward with radical conviction, trusting that even that which seems chaotic or wrong weaves into your story of becoming. Release control while still showing up for yourself every step of the way. When you are grounded in integrity, you are exactly where you need to be. And remember, you are deeply loved and carried by your angels along your journey. They delight in your faith and send affirming signs and messages along the way. Keep your senses open to receive them. This card being the first of many, trust in the path of your life. Beautiful. Mutable, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. Explore non-attachment today. Hold each moment with an open palm, feeling deeply but loving freely. Your angels want you to explore the balance between connection and letting go. They say, you don't need to cling so tightly to an identity, an idea, or another person. This doesn't mean avoiding intimacy. It only means stepping out of fear and into love. You are safe to let go. Everything true is always real. Beautiful. I love it. North Node, destined to have. Is that a dragon? I believe it is. Your angels support you in tapping into the undercurrent of your life story. Where is it trying to take you? Reflect on any common threads between your most identity-shaping or shattering experiences. Consider destiny as more of a preordained spiritual journey instead of a singular defined fate. See the hard fact happenings of your life as secondary and the symbolic messages behind them as primary. Remember, life itself acts as a means, a vehicle toward the evolution of your soul. Are you working with life, surrendering into its current? Do you recognize closed doors as closed and walk through open ones? Are you swimming with trust toward your destiny or fighting against it? Regardless of where you find yourself, there are no mistakes. Life will always reroute to meet you. You are endlessly loved and supported. Beautiful. Oh, Phyllis is dreaming. She's chasing rabbits. She's chasing rabbits. Okay. And our last card. South Node, destined to release. Beautiful. Reflect on the relationships and situations that have shaped you. Why were the challenges so difficult? What did they ask of you? Why were the moments of beauty so profound? How did they touch you? What wound haunts you wearing different disguises? How have you met it each time? What message first spoke in whispers, then in screams? What is the lesson life has been trying to teach you? Have you listened? What do you need to release? Very insightful. I really, really dig it. I think that this is great, and there's room for notes in the back, as we saw. This is a beautiful the end of heaven through earth and spirit through body. Baby. Yeah, Freudian slip maybe. Okay. Let me go back to the sun. There we go. Put that back in there. Such a beautiful, hardback. Come on now. Ooh, this is beautiful. I think it is 100% worth the money to purchase this deck. I think that it would enhance really any reading. I mean, you can even do a reading with these on their own. It's nice deck. The cards are nice. They're not too thick. They're not too thin. They're very bendable. They're a matte finish. Quite beautiful. Very well done. I appreciate this deck. I really do. I think it's quite beautiful. And the book, I mean, don't get me started on the book, will you? Oh my goodness. This is a gorgeous box set. And I think it would make a great gift as well if you know anyone who collects tarot and oracle cards, I think that this would be a great gift as well. So let me just finish putting all of this back together. And if you would like to purchase this deck, if it's saying to you, I do have an affiliate link in the description box below that will lead you directly to where I purchased this beautiful deck. And if there are, let me know in the comment sections what you think of this deck. And if there are any other decks that you would like for me to review, put it in the comment section so that I can locate those decks and do reviews on them. Otherwise, have a great day. And I will see you in the next video.